Good morning, everybody. Eric and I are excited to be here and tell you about our company, Vlocity. I'm going to give you a little bit of a company overview, talk about the problems that we're solving in the insurance industry, but we're going to spend most of the time actually doing a demonstration. We've seen a lot of film demonstrations, but ours is going to be we're going to operate without a net. We're going to be doing a live software demonstration. So we asked for one slide, so I'll look at my notes every now and then, and the one slide says quite a few things about our company. Number one, what we are building are industry cloud applications. Those cloud applications are built on the Salesforce platform. So we are 100% additive and 100% native to Salesforce. Nothing we build or deliver is off the Salesforce platform. We're only one of 3 ISV partners of Salesforce that have been designated strategic ISV partners. Our headquarters is in San Francisco, California. We've been in business for 2 years, and in those 2 years, we've already delivered 11 releases of our software. So I think that gives you an indication of the rapid innovation that we're building out for the insurance industry. So one of the big challenges in the insurance industry is that there are very few touch points with the customer. And each of those touch points really has to matter. It has to be an optimized touch point, whether that touch point is with an agent, the call center, the customer accessing the web or a mobile application. What we want to do is optimize each of those interactions, and that's what we're all about. So in partnership with Salesforce, Salesforce is a part owner of our company. We're actually in their headquarters building in San Francisco, but in partnership with them, and we work with them every day, what we wanted to do was to take the Salesforce cloud solutions, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Community Cloud, etc., and specialize them for the unique needs of the insurance industry. So together, we have built an optimized customer engagement platform for the insurance industry. The types of interactions that we support are all the kinds that you would think. Every time where there's an exact interaction with the customer, whether it be a sales interaction, a service interaction, it could be a renewal process, it could also be partner interactions. So many insurance companies dealing not with the end customer, but with their distribution channel and trying to optimize those interactions. We focus on all lines of business globally. And in our 2 years, we have over 30 customers across 4 continents. Give you examples of a few of our customers: Old Mutual, Principal Financial, Compare the Market, and somebody who is a very recent customer of ours, Anthem, which is the largest health insurer in the United States. And if you look across just those 4 companies, you see virtually every line of business, every distribution model, and we built very flexible software to be able to support all of those variations. So let me show you what the software looks like. So there's 4 major areas that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about something called the Industry Console, which is what's on the screen right now. And this would be used by a call center agent. It could also be used by a CSR in an agency office. Anybody who's doing a lot of heavy work, having to do things very effectively and very efficiently. The other thing that we will look at is that we will be executing processes that we call guided interactions. So we'll show you some of those guided interactions. During one of those interactions, we'll show you our insurance CPQ engine, or configure price quote engine, that has been optimized for insurance. And then lastly, we'll move from this view and we'll actually look at a customer portal that is using the exact same configuration to show you what it would look like from a customer perspective versus, say, a call center or agent CSR perspective. So looking at the software, and Eric's going to be demonstrating it for me here. The main things that you see are there's two major parts of the application. On the left-hand side is the profiling information. So we have information about the customer themselves, their address, etc. We also have very rich profiling information. We use this profiling information to drive a lot of the business processes so that we can tailor them to the unique needs of this particular customer. We also have something called the customer story, which is a chronological view of all of the touch points that have occurred with this customer. So at a quick glance, I can see the last 10, the last 15 things that happened with this customer, and we can filter this list and show things such as the cases that have been reported by this customer, what campaigns that they are targeted for, etc. Another thing that we have built inside of our application is we've taken the Salesforce data model and we have expanded it to be a very rich view of all the relationships that a customer has. If we look at the relationships, this is something we call the relationship graph, which gives us a quick pictorial view of this customer. And here we have Preston Reed, and from this view we see that Preston Reed has not only a consumer relationship with us, he has a business relationship with us, and he has a household relationship with us. And we can navigate and look at his interaction with us from any of those angles. On the right-hand side of the console here is what we think is a very unique user interface. This is all running inside of something called a Salesforce console, but we've built a very specialized user interface. On the right-hand side, you see cards. And a card metaphor representing Preston Reed and all the products that Preston has with us, in this case, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, a variable annuity, etc. Not only do we see the products that he has, but we see the white space. So we have algorithms running that tell you that a good offer for Preston Reed is term life insurance. And also, based on all that profiling information, we've also determined that travel insurance is the next best offer for Preston Reed. So if we look at the portfolio here, if we click on his auto policy as an example, we have something called a flyout live demo, working without a net. Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see what Eric just did. I've never done the speaking and had somebody else do the demo. So what Eric just clicked on was one of the actions on the card for a new life insurance policy. And what we're doing is we're actually entering into a guided interaction to be able to do a quote for life insurance. And so we've already pre-filled information that we know about Preston Reed. We're going to select $1 million life insurance policy. What we're doing is we're hitting our CPQ engine, we're doing an eligibility check, we're hitting a rating engine, whether it's an external rating or our internal rating engine, and coming up with 3 options. And we've selected one of those options, which is a level term life policy, and then we can quickly go into the actual application process. So that gives you an example of a sales type of interaction. On a service interaction, we look at the auto insurance policy, and if we click on File a Claim, we are now doing a service interaction. Again, we're pre-filling a lot of information and verifying it about what we know with the customer. And then it's a very dynamic script. We don't have time to go through all of it, but it dynamically adjusts the interaction accordingly. So Eric, real quickly, why don't we go to the customer portal and show you the very same framework with just a little bit of a twist, which is looking at it from the consumer perspective. So this is a look at what Preston Reed's portal, and this is, since it's Salesforce, is all configurable, easily changeable, and we can execute processes. It's also a responsive app, so it can be shrunk down and actually be run on an iPhone, etc. So in summary, we only I think that's the end of my time.